Hello and welcome to another product review. This time today we're looking at the Dell Teams monitor, and Dell's done a really interesting job putting together something different, something unique, and I do like what they've come up with. This over here is their flagship in this space. It's the 34-inch monitor. You'll see over here, just firstly, there's a little pop-up camera and microphone right over there, 5-megapixel camera, noise cancelling microphone, all team certified. So we've got video sorted, we've got microphone sorted, and we've got two 5-watt speakers and an integrated soundbar sorted. Love it. There are a few other things that make this unique. There is the fact that it has a Teams button, so when you have a Teams meeting, it pops up. You can hit the Teams meeting button or the Teams button and it'll join you to that meeting. We've got disconnect, which is a little handset, and each of these have a little LED behind to show indication. It's currently not enabled, turned on, that is. We've got volume up, volume down, and a mic mute button. So on the surface, it looks like a monitor with some integrated peripherals. That's true, that is true, but there's more to it than that. That's not all it has to offer. One of the other things I noticed when I took it out of the box is that it had an Ethernet connection, and I was wondering why that was. Without much trouble at all, you quickly realize that these monitors are essentially hubs or docks, and you can thereby use them as such. So really great for that little private room space where you have to get some privacy, drop into a room and connect, but you don't want to have that carrying your headset along, worrying about your camera and all that kind of stuff. And so I'll show you what I have today. I've got this USB-C cable which is just connected to the back. It's one of the options. You can also use USB with a display port or with HDMI that works as well as an input. I'm going to use this USB-C cable, because what it does is it allows me to demonstrate or connect to the hub. You'll see it's connected right there and connected, no problem. Just by the way, the camera does support Windows Hello, so I could sign in that way as well. And what I've done is I've got my keyboard, I've got my mouse all connected. There's some extra USB and 3.5mm jack sockets down here if you wanted to expand the audio, you want to add more devices. In my case, I've got my little dongle over here for my mouse and my keyboard. There are some more right around the back, very tidy. The unit itself can shift up, it can shift down quite easily. You can tilt it forward, you can tilt it down. It's incredible. It's such a good unit. I really do like it. And you'll see now my little buttons are highlighted. My Teams is focus, and that's why the button's there, sort of the way it is. If I hit the volume, I can go volume up, volume down. I can mute when in a call, obviously, and so on. But wait, there's more. That's not all. This unit is not only a really cool display with all the integrated add-ons you need to do some conferencing, be that at home or in a private space at work. There's more. It can also act as a KVM. Yes, it can also act as a KVM. You can use the, what's the software called? It's the Dell Display Manager, if you wish, is one option. And you can have a second PC connected, and then you can simply switch between the PCs, sharing the periphery. So sharing the camera, the microphone, the display, the speakers, the mouse and keyboard. That is so cool. It's going to make my desk a lot tidier moving forward. There's one more thing that surprised me about this particular unit. Now, this is the one that I have at my disposal, and so I had a look at the pricing of this unit. Now, if you recall, I said that it's actually based on a predecessor, which is all of the above without the microphone and the camera and without the soundbar, and it's called the Display Hub, the 34-inch Dell Hub display. So it's got the ability to have the dock with the charging and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't have those bits. Now, what surprised me is, quoting in New Zealand dollars, that display, the non-Teams version, sells for about $1,600. This goes for $1,180 and some change. So that's almost $400, no, a little bit over actually, $400 difference. And if you think of the cost of setting up all of this, having a dock, camera, microphone, speakers, and then of course the simplicity of the cables, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?